Well, hello everyone, welcome to the channel. And today this is going to be a little bit different. I don't usually do unboxing videos because I generally think they're kind of silly. But this particular kit is going to be of interest to my friends in the Ford Falcon group on Facebook, and I wanted to show them what this kit is going to have in it if they're interested in getting it. So it also will cross over to those of you who are seasoned model builders, maybe looking at this as a possible model kit purchase. This is the 69 Ford Falcon AMT Modified Stocker Kit. This is a butcher job of an annual kit that first came out in 1966. It was updated over the years through 69 when this car went out of production, and then AMT turned it into the Modified Stocker along with several other annual kits, and pretty much destroyed the molds. So they can't go back to stock cars, which is what I want to use this video to show, so that people don't think they can buy this and turn it into a street car. So let's start with opening the box. Let's see what we get. Disregard those. Those are extra parts that I'm going to use when I build mine. So we've got, first and foremost, is the body kit, the body shell. And as you can see, it's got the inner fenders and shock towers in there, which a lot of AMT kits don't have. So that's a nice feature. Very nicely done. But it quickly turns sour. We've got these, I don't know if you can see them, but they're like shed hinges for the trunk lid for it to allegedly hinge in the real world. Some pins in the back. And in the back we've got, the taillights are blanked off. And then we got this weird grid thing on the back of the trunk lid. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I guess it's maybe a screen. That maybe they cut that out so air could flow through. I have no idea. This is supposed to be a 69. I'm not sure about the tail lights. If that, I guess it is the square tail light card in the back. Okay, so that's accurate. Undercarriage has the rear axle and drive shaft molded in, but not the exhaust, thankfully. And as you'll note, there is nothing on the outsides here. This is all open. No, where's the gas tank? Where's the fender wells? That's all missing. Where could it be? Now we'll move on. Also, while we're here looking at the body, you see there's a cutout here for exhaust. And for comparison, I have a 1966 Falcon Promo handy. And here you can see, even though this is a little bit different model of your car, the body style's essentially the same car. So you can see it does not have door handles or locks, none of the moldings, and these fender openings are cut out really big. So you're not likely to ever be able to put that back the way that it should be. Also, the window post is missing. Vent windows are missing, as it would be on a race car. The wipers are gone. Ah, there's what the chassis should look like. And as you can tell, it's pretty much the same mold as the Promo. It just doesn't have the lettering in the bottom here. It is slightly different up here at the very front. So I'm wondering if you couldn't get a damaged Promo and pull the chassis off of it maybe to try to make something out of it too, but be that as it may. You can see the hackery that's been done to this. Now, this open part here versus here is probably a result of this being turned into a model kit. And they may have had two separate molds for the Promo and the model kit as far as that goes. But the bodies, I'm pretty sure, were probably from the same molds when they had the original annual kits. All right, moving on. Here's a chrome tree, which is what is clearly a 68-69 grille with the headlights blanked out. I've never seen a chrome steering wheel with a chrome rim. unless it's got those welded chains, which you wouldn't have in a race car, so that's odd. It's got a screen-topped air cleaner inlet. The rear bumper appears to be unscrewed with. And these are, I think these might be part of the wheels, I'm not sure. There's some Cobra oil pans and valve covers. The worst part of these kits, I think, is the tires. These are two-piece, and they're absurdly wide. I mean, there were stock cars that ran with these super-duper wide tires, but I think they were the exception rather than the rule. I just think they look goofy when they're on these cars. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about those. When I did the Fairlane kit, I replaced them with some other tires from my junk box, but I don't really have anything else that'll work. And so here we've got an engine. I think it's supposed to be a small block. I don't know if it says here on the box what we got. Hang on a second. It says it's a 351, so that would be a Windsor. Well, it could be a Cleveland, I guess. I don't know, that intake manifold looks kind of wide to me. It's got some curious belt for a supercharger. I wonder if that was an option in one of the kits. And the hood, got a big old hole cut in it. Lovely. Good luck filling that with those body lines in there, trying to make it stock. And hood pins to hold it on like a race car would have. Curiously stock looking sports coupe bucket seats with seat belts molded in. These are some kind of cool race wheels that would be appropriate for the car as a circle track car. And then you got your roll cage in there. I'm not going to bother taking these out of the bag yet because I think you probably get a good enough idea. Here's the original dash. Look, an uncracked dash pad. Those of you with 68, 69 Falcons realize how rare that is. The stock instrumentation is still visible in there, but it'd be very hard to pick out with paint. A terrible rear axle. And then this is a blanking plate for what would be the rear seat area. You'll see there's no interior tub. So there's no door panels or anything of that nature. I'm not sure how you put this dashboard in. I guess maybe it attaches to the roll cage? That'll be interesting to see. So there's that, and then you get a windshield, no other glass, and two standard AMT metal axles. And of course, instructions, which, you know, we're men, we don't need those. And I think I did open the decal sheet. No, I didn't. All right, well, you get a decal sheet. So that's all that's in there. No stock wheels and tires, obviously. No interior tub. And a badly hacked up, modified body shell that's just going to prevent you from making anything but a stock car, or potentially a drag car. You could make it a drag race car, I assume, if you wanted to modify it a little bit. But that's it. So anybody that has an idea of building this kit as a stock replica car, good luck. You're probably better off trying to source one of these dealer promos because they're more readily available and affordable than the model kits are. And as you can see, it's got good detail. This is a sports coupe model, so it has bucket seats. And these come in a variety of colors and were made for, I think, every year of the Falcon, 66 to 1969. So you can find these. Maybe if you're not looking for, if you're looking for one to turn into maybe a model kit replica, you can find these probably with it, or, you know, damaged in some way or something. If they're not mint, people don't want to pay good money for promos. So if you can look for one that's damaged or maybe missing some pieces or something, you might be able to put that together with this mess and possibly make a decent car out of it, a decent street car. But that's really your only option right now. Round Two's not going to invest the money in the molds to make a stock streetcar from that again, because it would just cost way too much money to make a new body mold and, you know, the interior tub and all that. So you're not ever likely going to see a kit for one of these. I think there's people that have done resin body kits for them and front and rear fascias, but you still don't have an interior or anything like that. You're going to be shopping around looking for a vintage kit to rob parts from to make it into something else. So it's kind of sad, but again, as always, I say it's nice to have these available to us, that we can at least revisit them somehow, even if they're not what we may ultimately want. But I think this one's a little bit nicer than some of the other modified Stalkers kits that I've had. I'm not a big fan of the Fairlane kit 65. I did build that one. You can find the video in my model kits feed. But it is what it is. So there it is, the 69 Falcon from AMT, a reissue of a reissue of a reissue of a annual. And make what you can out of it. I will be doing a build video on this kit in the hopefully near future, and I'll show you that when it's ready. So if you want to see that, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy, all that nonsense, and that will bring you to it. As always, I thank you for watching. Hope that was helpful. Comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.